Hey, you couldn't get rid of this that easily, could you? So we're back, me and Deb Durkee, and Deb is doing the social media for the show. And for me, we've been very fortunate. We've been on for almost a year. It'll be a year in April. And getting a good reputation. And one of the things that spurred me on in doing this is that video, and seems like it's hit Jimmy. Jimmy's been working, he does the production part, he does he has the facilities here. And so Jimmy, we've been out here kind of blazing a trail, but in the last year, 2011, everything's about video. And there's a lot of things coming out about how good it is. And our segment is, Google, spreading Google love, and through video, because Google does love video. And of course, this is a bit of a promotional segment for my show and coming on my show, being a host on my show, having your own show. I mean, it pretty much covers, but we're going to start generally about talking, and I'm going to continue it each time we come on, but we're going to be talking about really video and how it does impact and how well it works with your social media and Google. So, yes. Deborah, let's...
Well, what I wanted to do first was kind of talk just a little bit about my background,
yes,
what I do, and then go into why it's very important for a business in 2011 to have videos published on YouTube that link to their website. But I'm a social media expert, and I consult with on internet marketing campaigns for many local companies. I've owned 2 successful medical businesses, and I started my business career in pharmaceutical sales after graduating from SMU in 1981.
Yeah, not behind the school.
I've been a regular host on Celebrity You, and I do the social media marketing for the show, as Kathy just said.
And she owns social
internet expertise, and I will do it. I will do this for other businesses as well.
Yes.
So you can.
She's definitely. She's not just working for me, but she works for the people that comes on the show, and we have a package, but we're not going to be talking about that. But
that's right. So what is, videos are technology that you normally don't think of for businesses. 5 years ago, why would you want a video? Maybe something on your website, and that's about it. But what, if people actually went to your website, they would see the video. But there would, really wasn't Google search and the Google logarithms that give you points that put you on a certain page ranking. Just didn't exist back then. Then Google bought YouTube. Google owns YouTube. And so, consequently, Google loves YouTube. And they give a much, much higher SEO ranking to videos than to pictures or anything you write in your blog, or, all those things are still important, but videos have risen in importance to Google. So to get found on the internet and to get your website found, you need to have some videos. In fact, right now, currently 56% of the traffic on the internet is videos. YouTube alone is 12% of the activity on the internet. And in 3 years, 91% of all activity on the internet will be videos. And most of that will be, and this will be surprising to a lot of people, most of that will be on cell phones.
It is going mobile.
It's not going to be the desktops. It's not going to be.
But doesn't YouTube go on mobile?
It does right now. But that's a huge jump from right now, 56%, and most of it is on laptops.
I was just going to chime in real quick and say yesterday we read an article that came out. Last year was the first time that mobile PDAs, things like that, outsold PCs, including laptops and home computers.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it does show that that's the trend where everything's going on mobile.
And it's not just young people using it; it's the older generation too. They're getting real savvy with using it for everything.
Well, my dad just this last week ended up sending me a text message. And I was like, where did this come from? Is this the right... it says Dad, but there's no way that he sent me a text message. So I called him, And I said, was that you? I mean, that's how that was how blown away I was. And he was like, yeah, I've been texting lately. I'm like, wow, kind of blown away.
Yeah. So they're finding that consumers are really adapting to that. Yeah.
And I find whenever I talk to independent business people, people that own small business and medium-sized businesses, that are my age, they really are behind the curve right now on social media and putting their business.
Yeah.
And as far as videos, they haven't even considered that yet. Well, you could, at this point, you're so far behind the curve, you could just skip the whole thing and go right to videos, because that's going to do you the most good over the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, my point in all that is Celebrity U is a pioneering venue.
I
for
say
videos.
That's true.
Yes. It's inexpensive. It's friendly. It's entertaining.
And that's one of the things is I try to make it entertaining, because we want people to watch the whole show, and we want you to, there's a lot of energy that comes from having that around you rather than sitting in a dark room talking about, who you are. And plus, coming on the show is you can do a series, you can become a host, and you can do constant, you can have, and you can commit to how much ever you want to. It's not like you have to do it every day, but you get fresh content for your blog, and a lot of people don't have time to write, or they don't necessarily feel like they're a good writer, they're a better speaker. So they can come on the show and do something on a regular basis and have something in tune with it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I find that when we have guests, maybe the first time they're here, they're a little nervous, and they don't have as good of experience, but then their second time, they do much better and have a much better experience. And they don't have to put that first time on the Google and on YouTube. They don't have to put it out there for the public to see if they're not happy with it. But the more you do this, the more experience you get and the better you are.
Well, this year we're recommending that people come on a little bit more than once. And just having a video, we also, Deb Durkee is working with people, and of course that's she does that as part of her social internet expertise to make sure that they maximize being on the show and marketing and getting it integrated. And
absolutely, that's
we had somebody today that didn't even have any social media set up, and you're going to be hopefully working with them and getting that to get that done. And he wants to be on the show quite a bit. So
when you have a business like, for instance, some of the massage therapists we had here today, the personal trainer Clint Fuquay that we had here today, and Steve Brenneman, the divorce attorney. Those are very competitive businesses, and anything that you can do to put yourself on page one. If anybody in Dallas is looking for a divorce attorney, for instance, and you're on page one when they Google it, that's huge.
And Jimmy, you know what it takes to do it. You do a show every night from 8 to 10, and you know what it takes to produce that show and get ready for it every day. So what we offer is a venue for someone to kind of drive up, sit in a chair, turn on the lights, and between you and I, we pull our hair out. But I know you do it every day, but so you know what that means.
Yeah, when I worked at CBS, I worked with some comedians. And I like to call it the comedian treatment, because comedians are notorious for just coming in right as the buzzer sounds. The show's about to start, they come in, they sit down, they do the show. And it's the comedian treatment. They get to come down, sit down, and then, the show's kind of prepared for them. They just, they run with it. So
and that's what we're trying to do here. This show, certainly there's more if you want to have your own show, but a lot of people do have a business, and if they can't do it, doesn't mean you have to do it every day like Jimmy does, but it is a lot of work. So we take that out of their hands. And also they get to come down here in our luxurious studios that we built. And we're over here near Parkland, which is downtown, and I think we're centrally located. But anyway, I'm excited. You can tell I love what I do, and I would love having people come on and do more, because I see my rankings going up, and I'm always checking people. But my biggest disappointment is when they don't maximize it. And so
we have over 40,000 viewers.
Yes.
And we had a lot
I think
of
we're going to
viewers
hit.
today.
I think we'll hit over 50.
But
by
I
the
think
year.
it's important to note that you still, as a business owner, get the benefit of the video, being on your YouTube channel, and the Google love, so to speak, since we're on our Valentine's Day theme. Whether or not we have 3 million viewers.
Yeah.
It's not about the viewers. It's about the benefit that your business gets to your website and to Google.
And we're about to run out of time, so I'm going to make
Yes.
sure people know how to get a hold of me. And it's
Okay.
Kathy at celebrityuradio.tv, and it's Deborah Durkee. It's Durkee.
Right. Durkee, you can email me at durkee2@sbcglobal.net. You can find me on Twitter as Dirk, D-U-R-K-E. And you can also find me as Deb Durkee on LinkedIn.
Okay.
So those are the best ways to get a hold of me.
I might be able to splash this thing for
And
this
of course,
YouTube to get together.
Facebook, I'm social internet expertise, and you can friend my business page.
And then we've got Facebook, which is Celebrity U Radio, and then Twitter,
Absolutely.
Celebrity U Radio, and then you're Dirk at, is it Dirk?
On Twitter.
At Twitter.
D-U-R-K-E.
On Twitter.
I kept it simple because there's a strategy behind having a simple
But
name.
anyway, the
Yeah.
point is, you want to come on the show, call me, or if you want, more information, call me, and I'll talk to you. It's Kathy, celebrityuradio.tv. And of course, watch the show and the website, stuff like that. But we got to go.
And
because
happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
everyone.
Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching the show. I hope we didn't flip over. I hope we had enough time to get everything in the one thing, because I definitely want y'all to enjoy the show as a mass. I kind of work on that time thing. We're going to be back on the 24th. We got a good show planning to have some musicians and some, it's going to be about film and production, and that's going to be a good show too. So stay warm. We'll see you. And thank you,
Thank
Deborah,
you.
for all the work. And we'll be back in a couple.
The February 24th, right?
24th. I hate to give dates because I do rebroadcast this thing.
Yeah, that's
so I always
true.
worry about
Yeah.
that. But that's okay. If you're watching it later, flip to the future, Back to the Future. Anyway,
Right.
whatever it is, we'll see you later. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.